So Stoughton Humboldt, you guys went up there, one of 11 teams, and Friday and Saturday, just kind of talk about just the good that came out of it.
You know, a lot of first places at Southern Oregon, and it kind of as a tune-up meet. We'll have this weekend off before we lead into conference the following week, next week. But gosh, just the usual suspects doing well. Ariel Oliver had a really good weekend. Marissa McKay won 3 events: high jump, long jump. It was a triple as well, I believe. Anyways, just real good weekend for everyone, and just kind of tuning ourselves up for the next weekend. Some of the distance runners and some other events had some off distances just to kind of get themselves routed out and get things ready before. But yeah, it was great. We had a Friday, Saturday meet. So primarily the distances went off on Friday evening, and then Saturday we had all the non-distance races go off, and Humboldt had a really good showing.
I've been up the Raiders Stadium, whatever they call it up there. It kind of, very nice place in Ashland, kind of, I don't know what the weather was like, but having been there and here, it kind of seems like, you know, the home away from home. Sure, it's not Redwoods up there, but it's kind of, you know, kind of familiar.
It is. It's actually, we talked about that. Their campus and their size of school is about the same as Humboldt State. Weather's about the same, and it's probably our shortest drive of the year. You know, about less than 4 hours, and so is Chico. So it was home away from home, and we had a good showing out there. So, but just a good low-key meet. A lot of smaller schools like ourselves were there, and we had good performances. So I think we're pretty well prepared, taking this week off to kind of take care of injuries and little things here and there, just to kind of get ourselves rested, and then we'll make the trip down to Los Angeles. Small group of athletes leaving on Tuesday, and then the bus will leave on Wednesday of next week, and just get ourselves ready for conference championships down in Cal State LA. So looking forward to that.
You know, in years past, it's been difficult to get, I remember track and field to get an half of the week honors. The Chicos and others. You guys have done quite well. Oliver getting, you know, honors this week, and so been a really good year, but just the season, you know, she's had.
Yeah, Mary Oliver's been, God, she's been great. For her to walk into our program over the summertime and do as well as she's done this past season. It's hard to, you know, kind of make those adjustments. You know, I don't care how old you are in respect to coming from a 4-year school or a freshman or a JC. It's hard changing places, and she's really adapted well. She's doing very good in school, and she's doing exceptionally well in the athletic side of things. So for Ariel to come to Humboldt her first season and get CC2 Athlete of the Week twice, that's hard enough to get that once. And Humboldt State's gotten that 3 times this season, and I'm, as head coach, couldn't be more proud of the athletes that have performed well this year.
What will you guys do with not competing this weekend, but as you guys have a little extra time to get ready for the CC2A championships?
Well, we're going to kind of still keep ourselves tuned up, just kind of keep our workouts consistent, keep the same routine. But the reason for not traveling this week is to kind of get some rest, because we do leave midweek of next week. And we will competing on Thursday and Friday with trials, and then Friday will be the final. So we need this extra week off, and just kind of just refresh ourselves, reorganize ourselves, and just get our bodies back so we can become rested, and we're just feeling good before we head down to Los Angeles. But I think what really wears on you so much is not just the competitions, but it's the travel. So having this weekend off allows us to kind of catch up with school and get everything prepared and get it ready before we leave for conference. So it's more than this competition, it's the travel and getting caught up with academics as well, which is the most important thing. So that's the reason why we always have this off week to get ourselves prepared. But it's going to mean a lot to us, Great. Questions from Dodgers fan?
Yep. So going back on the athlete of the week, I think Alyssa was the other one to win, sort of the third.
Yeah, Elizabeth that is. Yeah.
So can you just like touch on that? I know you already did a little bit, but like, what does that truly mean to like those athletes themselves compared to the rest of the team? Because track is a pretty like huge, you know, roster. So
Yeah.
how does that like affect them standing out on the team? Do other people start looking up to them, or do you use them as like a role model? Or
Oh, sure. I mean, they're truly peers, on our team, and the people that are working out with them truly look up to them. It gives them a little sense of advantage, because you have these great athletes in the program that are achieving these, not just the conference levels, but the national levels. So it just kind of gives them a good sense of leadership, and not only is Ariel and Elizabeth leading by example, but they're truly, captain types on our program, and they work hard. They deserve it. They really deserve it. So I guess to answer your question, what it means a lot other than just simply the mark. There's more to it there. And as a head coach with 100 athletes in your program, you need those kind of leaders to help out, because the coaches can't do it all themselves. It comes from within, and that's kind of the heart of our program, is the Ariel Olivers and Elizabeth DeHeddes and the Marissa McKays, and then you have on the men's side the Keontae Giggses, and you have Omar Padilla and Mario Castillos. You can't replace those type of athletes. Those are so important. And once you get them, you just let them do their thing. That's all you can do as a coach. Just give them a platform, give them the practices, but ultimately you can't replace those kind of athletes. There's no way. So we're just lucky enough and fortunate enough to have them doing as well as they are at this point in time of their career, and that they're humble. So like I told you before in these interviews, is that these athletes have this window of time. It's either a 2 or 3 or 4 year period of time where they can compete for you, and the window's open, and they're making the most of it, and they're making their mark on not only our school history, but the CCA 2A as well. Those are hard awards to get, because there's so many people. I mean, there's 13 teams in the conference on the women's side. And become athlete of the week, I mean, you're beating a lot of people. So I'm just here talking about it. So I'm real proud of them, and that's all you can ask. Yeah.
Great.